Again, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وبسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله. We always say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. We always seek refuge in Allah, stop Allah from shaitan and the curse. Back to the etiquette of the wudu. Again, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in hadith that verily there is no wudu without the Bismillah. So before we even get into the wudu, before we even get into the washing or purifying ourselves with the water, we first must say Bismillah or Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most merciful and most merciful of God. We say Bismillah, and the first thing we do is we start with the right hand. And we start with the right hand, and we must also understand that the right is symbolic to that which is something that is pure. Everything that begins with the right is done out of purity. When you shake hands, you shake with the right hand. When you eat with the right hand. When you pass somebody something, you pass it with the right hand. When you receive something, you receive it with the right hand. The left hand is used for najis. The left hand symbolizes that which is filthy or impure. We are told that you use the left hand for all the things that are impure, such as when you use the bathroom. When the male, when he urinates, he holds his phallus, or he holds his fudge with his left hand. When he defecates, when the woman, or man or woman, they defecate, they clean themselves with their left hand. When you want to pick something up that is najis or something that is filthy, or you have to clean up the dog poo-poo or the cat poo-poo, whatever it may be, you use your left hand. We do not eat with our left hand, nor do we shake hands with our left hand. Those who understand the dynamics of the right and the left understand that when someone gives you that left handshake, that's a disrespectful handshake, because the right hand symbolizes that which is pure, and you give them a right, firm handshake. But to give someone the left hand, it's like you're giving them your boo-boo hand or your dookie hand. That was that. So we shake with our right hand, we eat with our left hand, we drink with our left hand, we pass things with our right hand, we receive things with our right hand. Everything that is good we do with our right, everything with our left is for najis. We pick up the bad things with our left, we clean ourselves with our left, so forth and so on. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in hadith, he said, when you eat with your right hand. He said, because verily shaitan eats with his left hand. Now one might say, well, so what if shaitan doesn't eat, whatever, so forth and so on. But this, as a Muslim, part of our belief system is to believe in the ghaib, is to believe in the unseen. Not only do we believe in the unseen, but we believe in the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that whatever he tells us, that we take. Allah tells us in the Quran that verily whatever the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gives you, take it. Whatever he tells you abstain from it. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, eat with our right hand. He said, do not eat with your left hand. Shaitan eats with the left hand. Do not eat with the left hand. Hadith. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in the hadith that there was a time when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and some of his Sahabas and companions, they were eating. And as they were eating, there was a man who was eating with his left hand. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam reminded him to eat with his right hand, for shaitan eats with the left hand. Eat with the right hand. There's barakah in it. This is what Allah commanded. And plus the Prophet Muhammad, this is the Prophet of Allah, the messenger of God. And he's telling you, do not do this. God says do it this way. But the man, because he's left-handed, is because he was taught to use his left hand or whatever. This was his norm. He said, but I'm left-handed and I can't do it. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam again tells him and reminds him, use your right hand, for shaitan uses the left hand. The man says, but I'm left-handed, I can't do it. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam reminds him again, and the man says, but I cannot do it. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, well, so shall it be. So therefore, after this, we're told in the hadith that this man, because he did not obey the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that his left hand or his right hand became paralyzed, and all he was able to do was use his left hand. Because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him to use his right hand, he said, I can't. So therefore, Allah cursed him and made him paralyzed, and he was only able to use his left hand to eat, to drink, to clean himself, and everything. So just from this hadith, we see the magnitude of just disobeying the commandment of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu is just a slight matter such as eating with your left hand or eating with your right hand. But see, in Islam, everything is serious. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu commandments are serious, his hadith is serious. Now back to the Bismillah and back to the wudu. We start with the right hand. We say Bismillah and we start with the right hand, and according to the hadith, it states that the Sahabas, that they would cup the right hand and put water in it and wash the whole right hand first. Wash it all the way to the wrist, and as you wash it, you wash in between the fingers.